Hello, Aquarius. Welcome to your April 2021 general love read and general read, basically. Next 7 days. All right. I'm going to take a look at your personal journey, and then I'm going to take a look at you, the energy that you're sitting in, what's going on, your problem, and then I'm going to take a look at your person and what's going on with them and how they feel about you. All right. So this is going to be a little bit longer. I'm going to get into all those areas. Let's see what's going on for Aquarius. Bring some Aquarius energy, Spirit. Aquarius energy. All right, my Aquarians. An increase, courage, teacher. And we have the honor and path. I love this. All right. So, you're definitely in a new cycle. It's starting a new cycle here, right? But you need a little courage here. Something's holding you back, okay? But you're walking down the path that you need to go, the honor and path. You know this is the way to go, okay? I have teacher here. So either you're thinking about becoming a teacher or you're thinking about teaching somebody or learning something new, okay? Seeking out a teacher, maybe to help you get through this doorway down this path, okay? I feel like it's soul searching. I feel like you're looking for what your soul's purpose is, what will make you happy in this world, what exactly, I think I think you want to leave your current job, your current situation. You're done, you know, you have your armor on, you're ready to go, but again, you're sort of hesitant, and you see this path in front of you and it's a little bit scary. You want this abundant life, you want this, you want to start creating. I think you understand, especially being Aquarian, you understand the big scope, you know, the universe, the universal laws, and manifesting, and LOA and law of assumption and things like that. You understand the logic behind it all, but now it's about applying it and having the courage to take that step and move forward, okay? Because you have a lot coming for you, you know, there's a path here, a road, you're being shown the way, especially with this honoring path. You're being shown signs, you're being shown even within yourself, your higher self is trying to push you and guide you to the road that you want to go down, road of abundance, okay? So I'm feeling like if you're feeling stuck, or you're feeling like you don't know how to, you know the concepts, you have the logic down, but you don't know how to do, I feel like there could be somebody, you know, that around you, or just asking or seeking somebody around you, and that can guide you and push you forward down this path, help you move in the right direction, give you that little push you need, okay? And, you know, being here, you know, hearing these messages is a guide, is a teacher, you know, and looking up, it's really coming down to you taking that step and having that courage, okay? But it's also, I'm getting, you understand, so maybe teaching or finding somebody, a partner, a friend, or somebody to be your manifesting partner, somebody that you can confide in, who won't think you're crazy for the way you're thinking and how you want to pursue this. Because sometimes you wrap yourself around, or you keep yourself around people that are still living in that 3D way, and they tend to knock down all your dreams and goals and everything else. So you don't want, you tend to, if you're in this process of transformation, you tend to shy off a little bit and back off, and not let others know what's going on in your head. So it's hard to manifest or speak into existence your dreams and goals and desires, okay? But I feel like finding somebody, seeking a guide, seeking a teacher, seeking a friend, somebody that you can, who understands these concepts, and being like a buddy system, and you may need to teach them a little bit more if you tend to know more. And as you're teaching somebody how to manifest and move forward, and you're uplifting somebody, or you're being a teacher for somebody, it'll push you down your path, okay? It's like me as a reader and going through my healing processes, and now I'm teaching what I know in my journey, and I'm still evolving, but because I choose to now communicate and teach it, and it's the what's the momentum is speeding up for me in my life. Okay. All right, so let's pull up one of these cards. Sometimes these cards can pull up what's that hesitancy? What's that? What's holding you back? What's that fear that may be holding you back? What's the fear? What's holding Aquarians back? What do they need to know here? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? It's here. Be clear. Be clear for my Aquarians. Keep your temper and don't allow anger to rule you. Okay? So, with this card, regarding the situation I'm talking about here, I feel like this is giving you advice on not reacting to the 3D reality. Okay? Maybe what's holding you back is what you're seeing in front of your face. Okay? The anger that you're holding on to too, that things aren't changing. Maybe you need to work on some anger issues. Okay? Maybe you're so used to feeling anger that, so Virgo got this too. Okay? When you're trying to shift into a new way of thinking, and if you have this anger issue, this aggressiveness with this anger, frustration, right? Frustration, and you react to your 3D world, you're not staying in alignment with what it is you truly want. You're allowing the 3D reality to affect you when you're in control of what's happening on the outside world. Okay, so do not let things in the next 7 days especially create a reaction in you. Stay in alignment and just know that things are happening because they have to. But the less you react, the less you throw emotion or attachment into a situation, the less energy you put forth in that, you're going to put forth in creating your path, your reality, okay? So if you do, for some of you who do have anger issues, or who are still frustrated and angry about past situations, and you're still living in the past, and you're holding on to things that made you angry or frustrated, and you have this everything always happens to me, nothing ever works out for me sort of self-concept, what's happening is it's an addiction. Okay, you've lived it so long, given so much energy to thoughts and past things that frustrated you, made you angry, that you have this feeling, it's dominant feeling inside. You're so used to, and you're conditioned, your body is conditioned to feel anger all the time, to feel frustration all the time. So even if whatever you think you're frustrated about is from the past or present, right, it's just the feeling that needs to be fulfilled, because your body's so used to having that feeling that when you're not frustrated with something, your body starts to seek out a fuel. So creates thoughts to come back in your head that create frustration, doubts that create frustration, that start fueling that feeling. So your body goes, oh, it's like an addiction to a drug. So your body's going, yes, I needed that. Okay, now I'm frustrated. I know why I'm frustrated. I know. And you latch on and you're still holding on and you're giving your energy, your power away to something in the past. Now, think about it. If you're still attached to something that's making you mad right now, even a person, if you would just stop being frustrated, that person would go away. All right. As long as you remain frustrated and then you decide to forget about that person, you're going to look for somebody else that frustrates you. So you have to tone down the frustration and fill it with new feelings, and get used to feeling something new. It's like trading an old addiction for a new addiction. Be addicted to something positive, a positive emotion, something that's more fulfilling. Okay. The Bible's always telling you be grateful, because when you're grateful and you're thankful for something, when are you thankful? When you get a gift, right? Or something is given to you, or something that's made easy. How does that make you feel? You automatically go, oh, I feel so good because, somebody gave me something, or somebody just did something for me. Well, when you're just being grateful for anything, you're telling your mind that in the moment you're receiving something. You're receiving something that's making you happy. So that's what you're trying to do when we're saying be grateful for everything, be thankful, so that you can change your body's conditioning so that it feels, and it wants to feel more of receiving. It wants to feel like it's getting things all the time instead of feeling frustrated. Okay? So that's what's holding you back. That's that courage. That's that string that's holding you back too. Fear and frustration attached to things from the past that you're still looking to in your reality for. Okay, and as long as you have that and you keep reacting to it, it's going to keep coming up for you. All right. Let me see what these cards have, and then we'll get into tarot. I'll look, you know, closely at you, your energy, what's going on, and then we'll look at the problem that you're dealing with, and then we'll look at your person, okay, and see what's going on with them. Don't forget to like. It gets my video out there in rotation. And don't forget to hit the notification bells. You have to make sure it's set to all, because you only get 3 notifications a day from me. So I post 3 things. And if it's not set to all, you won't know when I post or when I go live. All right. A clockwork pumpkin. A wonderful idea. The aha moments. I love that. So the next 7 days, you may have an epiphany. You may have an epiphany. Maybe things seem repetitive for you. Like everything's just like Groundhog Day. You know, and then all of a sudden you're going to have this awakening and this, I get this. Maybe this video will be, I get this. I get this. Okay? But you're going to have a wonderful idea this week. Something that's going to spark something in you that helps you move through this door. It's going to be an energy shift. Definitely an energy shift. Okay. All right. Let's take a closer look at you. Let's take a closer look at you, the energy you're in, and you're sitting in. That was more about your journey here, your path, your soul journey. That I like to dive into where you're at in your manifestation process, your ascension. That's what I was looking for. Your ascension process. All right, we're going to take a look at you right now. And then we'll look at your problem. What's your problem, Grace? All right, so we have the 4 of Wands in reverse, and we have the 2 of Swords, confusion. So you're very confused about a commitment right now, okay, or about a milestone, about something that might be coming up for you, okay? There could be something coming up for you. There could have been a breakup, okay? And you're very confused about how you feel about this, right? The Page of Swords in reverse, okay? You're either keeping your eye on somebody, okay? And you're constantly reacting. This is where that temper card, keep your temper. I feel like with the Page of Swords coming up for you, it's because you're really confused right now about how somebody may feel about you because there's been a break in a commitment, okay? And either you're lurking around and you're looking for evidence, is what you're doing, okay? You're studying your person, and every little move they make, you're analyzing and assuming things that are happening. And this is where you're being asked to look at your end game and what it is you want, and do not react to these 3D realities. What's happening in front of you is a manifestation, a thought, or an assumption that you created, okay? And the more you keep looking at this person and trying to find stuff to be wrong, it's going to be wrong. You're going to find what you're looking for. You're going to find validation for the assumptions that you are creating in your head. So if you want to have a better outcome, then create assumptions that are positive and look for the positive assumptions. If you're looking at somebody's picture or stalking their social media or doing something like that, and you're seeing them with somebody else, rather than saying they're interested in that person, why don't you say something like, oh, that's going to be a cousin. That person's married. You know what I mean? That person's a good friend of theirs that's going to help. You know, come up with a better assumption, a different assumption. It's a game. Remember that. It's a game you're playing, and you have to understand you're tricking your mind here. But right now, you're allowing trickery, but you're allowing it to be negative. Okay, you can change the situation by the power of thought. All right, the Lovers. Okay, the Lovers in reverse. So there's definitely no contact right now, possibly no communication, but this is also, you know, you feel like you don't know what to choose. You don't know what to do, especially with the Lovers in reverse and the 2 of Swords in reverse. Something's really making you feel as though you're not chosen, you're not the one, and you don't think that this is going to get off the ground and that this is going to be healed or fixed, okay? So you don't know if you want to move on or move forward, all right? So that's where you're at in your energy right now. That seems to be. Now we're going to take a closer look at this problem that's going on for you. Actually, I'm going to use these cards for your situation, your problem. So you're very confused about whether or not this person will choose you, maybe, or ever choose you again, maybe. I just saw messages of love. So, receiving messages. Keep your temper this week. Do not react to this situation. Do not react to the situation. All right. All right, we have Page of Pentacles and we have the Chariot card, charging ahead. All right, so this is that concrete idea, something coming up, an aha moment, okay? Something that gets your focus and something that pushes you forward to move. You may have some sort of idea, suggestion. It could be some offer, some guidance from somebody else, okay? Something that, it could be with a Cancer, it could be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, okay? But you're in this energy of a possible travel, okay, but really focusing and moving ahead, moving down that path, okay. Could receive definitely messages here, definitely messages. And look at this, the 5 of Pentacles in reverse. So this is a coming back around to choose you, okay. Maybe this is what adds this. I'm getting a message that you may have been sitting on this for a while, okay? You may have been confused for a while and you're possibly ready to give up, okay? And that's when this aha moment comes. That's when something, that's why the card is saying don't react to something that you might see. It's not what you think, okay? It's not what you think, okay? Because this person here is wanting to come towards you and end conflict, okay? Come back together, come back around. Start something back up again. Right? We have the 5 of Swords, which is the subconscious. I always look at this sometimes as subconscious. Mind games and control. Okay, conflict, mental conflict is weighing you down. Mental conflict, that confusion, the 2 of Swords. It's weighing you down and it's playing games with your mind. And it's maybe causing you to play games and mind games and manipulate the situation, okay? By doing that and reacting to the 3D reality, that's what's going to cause resistance in this relationship, okay? But by staying calm and cool and collected, I feel like this person's coming back around to you to make things right. In the past, 9 of Pentacles in reverse. So it's very codependent energy, a breakup. Somebody could have lost their job. Somebody could have moved out. Some of you guys could have separated. You were living together, moved out. A lack of, insecurity, something that made you very insecure, possibly, isolated and alone. This person definitely, there was a breakup, they left, okay? But it really shook up your foundation. Could have, you could have lost a job too. And it really made you feel dependent and insecure, and this could have been the driving force towards a breakup. Okay, the Crown in energy, 7 of Cups right here. Okay, so that's talking about a choice. It's talking about a decision. So what's weighing on your head is you don't know if this person's going to choose to come back to you. You don't feel chosen. You feel like an option. Okay, you feel like somebody may have a lot of other options. Okay. And it's weighing on your none. Again, in the near future, King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. Okay, stability, coming back to nurture something, to work on something more long term. Okay, possibly a new job. This could be that new venture, that aha moment, that charging forward ahead with your monies. Okay, Aquarius, but it's also talking about love, devotion and stability and figuring something out. Somebody could be pregnant, somebody could find out they're pregnant, or somebody could be having a baby, okay, already knew they were pregnant. And but it's talking about stability. So I see stability coming in. I just feel like you're letting mind tricks and manipulation get to you and weigh you down, okay? It's weighing the situation down. All right, the Moon card, illusions. Okay, this is what you're doing. This is what you're doing. You have fears. You're creating illusions in your head. You're creating situations and stories and illusions. It's creating these fears, and it's creating a depression. It's causing you to be depressed. Okay? It's putting you in that state, and you're feeding the depression. So you're doing what I was saying in the beginning. It's not your person that's creating this feeling. It's your thought. It's your thoughts of this person. And the more energy you put on this, and the more you validate by looking, that stalking card, looking for validation, it's feeding that depression. You're fueling it because your body's conditioned to that feeling. You've been in this state for a while. So you need to fuel it. But now you need to shift out of that state and detach from that and fill this with something else so that you can receive what you want. And I think that's the aha moment that you're going to also have here. Okay, what should you know? 5 of Wands in reverse, an end to this conflict. There will be an end to this conflict. Okay, it's almost over. I feel like it's almost over. All right, your hopes or fears or blocks is that, and this is what you're telling yourself in your head, Aquarius, because this is your energy, is that this won't get off the ground. This is not going to start up again. Right? You're so fearful, and you're in your head telling yourself, and you're thinking that you're foolish for even thinking so. All right? But this is the block that you're creating. This is the block. This is that mind games that you're telling yourself, the trickery, the illusions about this not being able to happen for you, and that's not true. Okay? Possible outcome here. 8 of Wands, communication, travel. Right, that Chariot card showing up too. Maybe you guys are a long distance relationship. Maybe you've been at a distance for a while, but it could also talk about you've been mentally at a distance for a while, and lots of communication will be coming in as long as you stay focused. Okay, Aries, Leo, Sag energy here too. We're talking about, I have stability in here, I have emotions in here, I have healing in here, coming back together, and being chosen. As long as you do not react to the outside world, and you do not let your subconscious mental negative thoughts get the best of you, and stop feeding this depression that you're in. Stop feeding it, all right? Lots of communication coming in for you, all right? Let me take a quick look at your person. Let me take a quick look at your person and see how they feel about you and this communication, okay? Do not react to the situation. You will get what you want. You will be getting what you want. Do not react to the situation. The Emperor at the bottom here. Okay. So some of you could be dealing with a divine masculine energy. Could be dealing with an Aries. But your person is very authoritative, could be military, cop, a CEO, somebody in a powerful position where they do a lot of planning and delegating, and they like things in order. Okay, your person, though, has this energy around them, too, as a peacemaker. All right, they want to make peace with this, okay? Peace with this situation. Yeah, the 9 of Cups in reverse. They want to make peace with what happened, okay? 5 of Cups, okay? This is feeling sorry, feeling very sorry, feeling very, very sorry, and sort of regretful. Regretful is what I'm getting. Your person is in this energy, and that's why they want to come back and make peace. They know that they really broke this situation. They know that they really broke your heart, okay? The Strength card, having the strength. They're very regretful, and they're trying to look for the strength and courage to come back and heal this situation. Okay? They could be a Leo, strong Leo energy here. But there's a strong bond between the two of you. They're just very regretful at the moment, and they're trying to figure out how they're trying to plan and map out and think of a way that they can come back and heal this relationship. Okay? Because we have the Queen of Pentacles here. Okay, a breakup, stressed. Okay, not solid. Your person is definitely not feeling grounded, and they're feeling very stressed about this situation. Very stressed about the situation. And it could have involved money as well too. Maybe the money issue is stressing them out, and they're very regretful for whatever this has to do with money, okay? But I'm just feeling like they are very, very regretful for not nurturing or sticking around and healing this situation, and making it work. Okay, just like sort of dodging the bullet and taking off. Okay, that's what I feel like they did. And I feel like they're going to communicate how they feel about what they did. They're just trying to figure out how to communicate. How to communicate that they feel very regretful for their actions. Okay, the Lover's card. Communication. Choosing you. Choosing you. Okay, coming back to heal this relationship because they choose you. So you need to get out of your head. Okay, I'm going to leave it at that. Please like, subscribe, and don't forget your notification bells. I go live on Wednesdays at 7. I go live a lot now. I'm going to start doing daily lives, daily reads. But the thing here is, just do not react to what you're seeing. Stop reacting to what you're seeing, because you're going to get what you want. You're going to get the communication you want. Your person's will come back and apologize, amend things, make things right. Okay, the Lover's card, Gemini, Leo. Okay, that's it. I love you guys. Take care.